Hi everybody, good to see you again. I hope this finds you very well, and I hope you've had a good day thus far, or if you're winding down, that you had a brilliant day and things are well for you. It can get tough out there, and I feel you, and I totally understand. So we're just kind of doing a very casual night here at the office, actually, the studio, and let me show you something. We're just watching this. Kind of having fun on this end. That was, it's Frozen. Long story of why I'm watching it, but, yeah, it's just really good to be able to watch it. And, so I want to share with you a little something, a little love story. And it goes a little something like this. See, once there was a princess, and she was getting bored with her life, and she wanted to explore, and she wanted to experience the world. She was always kept in her room, or kept at the castle, or just kept. And so she used to go out and disguise in commoner's clothes. You've heard this story before, have you not? And she was wearing clothes that were just like how we would wear, something very common and plain. And she went to a party, and she found this really charming, slightly dorky young man. And she wanted to dance with him, and so they did. And they danced, and they danced, and they danced. And they were dancing in a really beautiful place. And it was a very new venue, a new place to dance in. And they enjoyed themselves so much. And when it came to the end of the night, she grew tired, and it was time for them to kind of settle down and listen and wait for the master of ceremonies to announce the closing of the festivities. She had no place to sit, so she sat down on this young man's lap. And you know what? From that point on, they just fell in love, and they wanted to be with each other for the rest of their lives. Now, this might sound a little corny to you, and it might sound a little trite, and it might sound like, okay, so that's a fairy tale. Who hasn't heard that before? But have you actually lived that? Have you lived a fairy tale? Have you ever looked at your life like a fairy tale? Sometimes we can glamorize and, we're watching Frozen. And sometimes we could think, wow, if only I really was a princess. If only I really did marry a prince. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. That story I just told you is my story about how I met my husband. I just changed up a couple things, minor things. But that's kind of how we met. It was a dance. It was a celebratory dance after we did, we were doing a show. And we always crossed on stage like two ships passing in the night, like this. As I was going upstage, he was going downstage. And we would switch places, essentially. And that was the beginning of us seeing each other. And I caught his eye first before he caught mine. And I'm talking about princess and prince. And you know what? That is all perspective. Because we can be that way in our hearts. Hey, hi. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Hold on a second, hon. I should always have this at hand. I appreciate the hearts, and I'm going to give you some back. How's that? So, you know what? We can all be each other's prince and princesses. And, hey, I know who you are. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I really appreciate the love. But you know what? We can be each other's princes and princesses. Royalty is not just what we deem. And how did the royals become royal anyway, right? Did you ever see that? That is from A Knight's Tale. Go watch that. Chivalry, laughter, beauty, romance. Who wouldn't like that? Go and watch that. It was Heath Ledger, one of his earlier films. And you know what? Royalty, that's all a state of mind, too. We can be royal. We can be, you know, glamorous. We don't have to have all of these riches and be famous and everything like that, you guys. We can have that, and I don't want to say a stuck-up air or anything like that, but we can definitely have that presence, and we can make our lives beautiful, just like a fairy tale. We can. You know, you have to live in reality and you have to work, but really, thank you. If we were to deduce what, and reduce, I should say, what fairy tales really are, and you change it up a little bit, you would realize that they had common lives too. They really did. It's just glamorized for the screen, for the books, for the morality tale, for the song. And that's what's kind of fun about make-believe and having fun like that. But you know what? You can have a beautiful life. I'm here to tell you that, and I'm here to encourage you. You can have love all around you. Perspective, being around the right people, seeing life as a journey. You know, I just told you how I was just watching Frozen. That's a love story too. Did you know that's a love story between two sisters? I just told you a love story about a man and a woman. Amazing. Love is an amazing thing. And once you feel it and you express it and you get deep into it, you will fly and you will soar. You know how I'm talking about butterfly wings and getting your wings today? Well, here's another aspect of that. Love has a big part to play in that, in getting your wings. Have you ever loved somebody so much that it hurt? Have you ever loved somebody so much that you had to let them go their own way until they found their way again? You know, the prodigal, whatever, the prodigal son, prodigal daughter, prodigal husband, wife, friend, boss, worker, whatever, prodigal fill in the blank, prodigal butterfly, I don't know. I'm just here to tell you that, you know, you can get your wings and soar. You can. And I really believe that love is one of the aspects of getting your wings, so you can soar, so you can fly. You know, I think we need to be there for one another and encourage each other. Let me see, what do we have here? Hello, beauties. Hello, hello. Patty, Luciano, you're Italian, hon. Hi, I'm Italian too. I'm Italian and French, so, you know, welcome. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Oh, sending you the love too. Thank you. We love that. So, you know, I hope everybody is having a really wonderful time today, tonight, depending on where you are in the world. I have international followers, and I love each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful. So, keep your spirits high. Keep this lifted. You know, your wings. Let wings carry your heart and let it sail. I know it's a little corny. It's my thing that I do, but it works, and people understand it when I'm doing this. I'm sending you the love. I'm going to show you. Look at my book cover. Do you see this? They're wings, right? Wings. I think wings are an amazing thing, and I just want you to think about applying that to your love, to your heart, because sometimes it gets weighted down. It gets weighted down so much that we can't soar anymore. We've forgotten how to love. So anyway, I shared that little love story with you. If you missed it and you're just tuning in now, when this broadcast is over, please go back and listen to it. And, you know, if you have any questions, just put them here. If I don't see it, my staff does. And we are always working very late at night. It's like a little after midnight here. We're in Los Angeles, and beloveds, if you scroll down maybe one or two posts, I just want to make everybody aware. If any, very seldom do I get anybody from the West Coast up at this time. Sometimes I know a few friends and a few colleagues that pop in, but here's the thing: if you haven't had a chance, please scroll down, beloveds, and check out the link about the earthquake. And look at the dream, the vision I had about earthquakes. I don't want to be a downer, you know, but I'm just, you know, my heart's saying, yes, fly and soar and enjoy the love and enjoy the flying and enjoy your wings. But also let's keep grounded too in reality. Let's be prepared. And, you know, I know my friends in Italy had an earthquake just a few months ago, last year, right? So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. we all need to be there for each other. So, you know, I'm in the area that is, you know, just kind of counting the minutes before an earthquake happens. It's inevitable. We live in Southern California, and if we don't have an earthquake in the next 2 years, I will be floored. I mean, very surprised. Seismologists are like, yeah, it's going to happen. It's not if it's going to happen, it's when. Okay, so anyway, please do check out that link and, you know, read up on it. But let me get back to what I was talking about. I didn't want to forget mentioning that because I just think it's important. You know, it's a matter of life and death to be prepared as much as you can be. But here's the thing, guys. Getting back to my subject. You know, sometimes we can get hurt, and that can weigh down your heart and keep you from having wings on your hearts again. Please, when you're ready, after you've mended, after you've healed some, you have to heal before you can fly again. Do fly. Because you know what? One of these days it's going to work out for you. But you'll never know unless you risk again. Love is about risking. There's nothing safe about love. Maybe that's why we call it love. I don't know. I wish it was safer. I wish we lived in a world where we could all just love so freely and not have to worry about getting hurt and trusting. Wouldn't that be grand? But it's not here. It's not in this world, not on this plane. I'm so sorry. I wish it was. We can do the best we can. We can promise ourselves that whoever we choose to love and whoever chooses to love us, that we can be the ones that choose not to damage other people's wings. Those are the best we can. So it's up to us. It's up to us to start spreading it until it grows and grows. You've heard me say this before, like yeast leavening the whole loaf of bread. We can be like that. We can share the love, share the goodness, share the wholeness, so that people would understand and respect and feel that love again. We are walking in a world with so many hurt people. Oh my. Just do a Google search, do a Yahoo search. Just look on their front pages. Just scroll through your news feeds. See what's trending. It's all about pain. It's all about suffering. Very few good things. That's why I try to make this page so enlightening and so enriching and so encouraging, because we have enough of that bad stuff going on, right? We know what's out there. So let's try to spread it around, you know? 'Cause in the blink of an eye, you can turn off your mind. In the beat of a drum, you can dance to the sun. And the world is alive. Let tomorrow decide in the morning time. Remember that. Like that, things can change. Let me credit that song. Thank you, Berlin, Terry Nunn. I love them. I love her. She's amazing. She's amazing. I catch up and I can meet her and see her every once in a while. She's awesome. Okay, so that's her song. And guys, isn't it the truth though? Isn't it the truth? We can be so blinded. We can be so numbed, and it happens like this. That's what the song's talking about, right? Let's try to turn it around. We can turn it around in our hearts, starting with us, and spread it to other people. Here, you know, you come here and you guys give me the hearts. I give it right back to you. Somebody who hasn't been here before, they see that and they're like, ooh, I want to get in on that. It can be infectious and contagious. So let's make love go around the world and let that be the contagion. Let that be the contaminant that festers within the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can get viruses. Let's have a good virus go around. Let's have the love virus manifest. You know, it's all about wings. It's all about flying and trusting. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little broadcast and this time we've had together. If you have any requests, things you want me to talk about, I do the question and answer thing once a month. It's usually, let me see, I have my schedule here, and we're working on publishing that soon. But we're going to try to do it the first Wednesday of every month. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Thank you. So I'm expecting that the next... Thank you. That's for you. I saw that. I think the next Q&A is going to be April 5th, the first Wednesday of every month. I think that's what we've decided on, my board and I. So look forward to that. And I think I'm going to do it at noon. Depending on how many requests we get, we might do half and half. We might do one at noon and one at midnight. Different question and answers. So get ready to do a Q&A with me. If you have any questions, start posting them. We've got to get a post going. And make sure when we put the pictures up that you vote. Guys, I want you to vote on the picture for the cover of my next book, okay? And be sure to do that. I'm just writing this down. Okay, we're ready to go. So, beloveds, take care. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing this time with me. And I hope I've given you some enlightenment and encouragement. Just know that you're important too. You are important too. You have something that's grand to do. I don't know what it is. We all have that grand thing. It could be mothering and fathering children. It can be, donating to nonprofits, your time. I don't know what that grand thing is, beloveds, but it's up to you to find out. And it's up to me to kind of help lead you that way. That's why I have all these tools for you. That's why I talk with you. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Okay, so sending you the love one last time. Put wings on that heart and let it soar, guys. Even if you've been hurt. Once you've healed, take time. Love with responsibility and wisdom. And I know it'll go better for you the next time. Okay? So don't give up hope. And I'll see you tomorrow, yeah, at noon. And my staff is going to be posting and scheduling all these different great things and what I've been up to and all my shows and dance pictures and memes and whatever, my artwork. So I love you guys so much. Take good care, beloveds. Really, we have only one life. Let's live it to the best of our abilities. Okay. Good night, Bee Fly, wherever you are.